let's get started into today's video, which is my first Dollar Tree DIYs for Valentine's Day of 2021. Still feels weird to say the year. The first DIY are these cute little heart, somewhat shadow boxes, but kind of not really. There's no actual like glass over them, so I guess that's why I'm considering them shadow boxes. I'm showing you guys the materials. Everything's from Dollar Tree with the exception of the scrapbook paper here, which I just found in my personal stash. And I don't know if you guys know about this account, and there's a website to it too where you can shop the decor. It's called Crumpets Home Decor. I love her Instagram. I love the stuff that she sells. It's so beautiful. Has a really nice, crisp, clean simplicity to it too. And so I was definitely inspired with this DIY to the things that I was seeing for her Valentine's Day release here. So these are, again, Dollar Tree picture frames, and as you saw, I was kind of peeling off the 3D word art. I didn't get too technical with it because when you put scrapbook paper over it, you can't really tell that it's not like completely flat, especially when you have like vertical lines like this. So I didn't spend too much time. As you saw, the picture frame kind of switched from the first one to the next one because I wasn't planning on removing the backing, but then I realized that in order to cut the scrapbook paper, it was just going to be easier to do it that way anyway. So you'll see in another clip how I just kind of pushed the original back out, and then I measured the scrapbook paper to size and then hot glued it back in the way that you see I did it here. And then I'm going to take these gorgeous red heart felt hearts from Dollar Tree. You can actually do a couple layers of these if you want it to really kind of have like a more of a 3D type quality. But I think I actually used only one layer. They're pretty thick anyway, and then I just glued it to the center, and that was it. Pretty simple. And then I really wish I had different scrapbook paper because I think I would have used maybe pink in this, but this was what I found. And again, I was trying to really embody like the Crumpets decor style. I will link her Instagram and a website down below as well. So here's the clip where I'm showing you guys how I popped it out. As you can see, it was actually nailed in, which is fine because once you just kind of cover up with scrapbook paper, it really doesn't matter that the pieces of it kind of like broke off where you see where the nails were. But that's it. So I'm gonna show you guys a different piece of scrapbook paper, this black one with the white polka dots, and with this one I ended up using a white heart. But keep in mind that the white hearts are a little bit more translucent, so I would recommend double layering the hearts on this one. Actually decorated the house yet for Valentine's Day, so I just put these on my fireplace mantle for now. I just really liked the woods in the background with the green wreath. I thought it was really pretty, but these you can obviously put anywhere. You can also add ribbon to the back and kind of hang them up and put them as wall decor as well. So those are really cute. The second DIY, I actually did something somewhat similar to this a few years ago, so I will link my previous Valentine's Day DIYs down below because I think I've done some really cute ones in the past. So this one kind of reminds me of one I did, but the one before a few years ago, I actually used picture frames for it. So it was glass, it was clear, it was so pretty. this year I wanted to do a canvas style. So I bought 4 canvases, and then you'll see that I realized I needed to glue them together first before I added the hearts. And so I'm just kind of showing you how I'm stacking them together, but obviously you can buy any size canvas frame that Dollar Tree sells, which they do have several options. And then yeah, however many you want to kind of create, you could do 3 across and then 3 on the bottom and do like a total of 6, just however big you want it to look. In the end, you can see that I realized I needed to kind of see what the doily hearts looked like together. I thought I was going to do all 3 of the colors. And then I realized I didn't really like that, and I really didn't like the red either. It just had more of a pastel color to me from a red perspective rather than a bright red, which is what I was searching for. So I opted for the pink, and what I will say about this project is it's a somewhat time consuming, but not by much. I mean, it really kind of took me about 30 minutes, and it's because the doilies are, you know, transparent kind of, and so I had to like double layer, but make sure that you're layering the same amount for each canvas because the shades will change colors the more doilies that you add on top of each other. So I don't know if you can see here in this shot, but 3 of those canvases only had 1 layer of heart doilies, and then the bottom right one had 2 layers. So I'm going back in and I'm adding more layers, and I'm making sure that they're even across the board. In the end, I ended up doing 3 layers per canvas, and then I decided to put it here on my other. The next DIY, which honestly for me is proof that you really don't have to overthink DIYs to get something so beautiful that it looks like it just came from Home Goods or, you know, a big home decor store. So all I did was take the red heart felts here, and then I got some twine, which I also got from Dollar Tree, and then that was it. I fed the twine through the same points for each heart. So I made sure that wherever the little cutout was, I fed the twine through on every single heart. And then I thought I was gonna do 5 total hearts, but then I changed it down to 4. And then all I did was drape it over my wreath. Dollar Tree sells these in white and pink as well, so you could change out the colors. You could do a red, white, and pink together, alternating them, or you could just do one whole thing of white, one whole thing of pink, etc., etc. I just decided to go with red, which is really interesting because I've been talking about how pink is my favorite Valentine's Day color, but for some reason I was just really vibing with the red with these DIYs. And that's it. So I put 4 of them together, and then I just tucked this behind the wreath if you're wondering like how I got it to stick. But the boxwood wreath with the twine just kind of like, I just tucked it in behind and it stuck. I didn't have to tie it down or anything, and it just really held the wreath really nicely. I mean, it has no weight to it, so worked out great, and I think it just turned out so cute. All right, let's get into the next DIY, which, oh my gosh, I need you guys to vote. Watch through this whole video so you can see all the DIYs, and then as usual, please vote and tell me the number of your favorite DIY, but this one kind of has my heart. So it was also very, very simple to do, and it cost me $2 to do this one. As you can see here, I'm using the white version of the little heart cutout felt things, and then here are these heart picks from Dollar Tree. I think these are new this year, where it says love, and as you can see, pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna pluck the stick out because it's styrofoam, which is also great, so it really kind of has no weight to it. So you'll see that the banner hangs really nicely. It doesn't like kind of cave in or flop or anything like that. So, and all I did was glue it down. I decided to do, obviously, the love letters, and then for 2 white hearts I added the red hearts to them, and then I also included 2 white hearts with no red to them, just to kind of like break up the red. But it was really honestly that simple. You just take a little bit of hot glue, add the items to it, and then you're gonna again feed the twine all the way through, and then you're gonna hang it wherever it is that you want to hang a banner, whether it's your fireplace, an entryway table, across a bulletin board, across a, you know, chalkboard. That would actually look really, really cute. You know, coffee bar, just kind of anywhere. So I just decided to do my console table, and as you can see here, I'm just feeding the twine through, and again, I'm making sure that I'm going through the same exact little cutouts through each heart. And actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the cutouts are little mini hearts, which was really cute detail on Dollar Tree's part. And that's it. And then I hung it up, and $2, you guys. You just cannot beat that. Here is another one of my probably all-time faves DIYs, just from the fact that I feel like it's so simple, yet it makes such a bold statement. But I also think of this decor piece as kind of like a filler, you know? Sometimes you want like those really big dramatic decor moments, but then you also kind of need something maybe a little bit smaller scale, and I kind of consider this one that. So it's just really great because you can kind of put these anywhere. You can add them to other pieces of decor and it will look really cute. So as you can see here, this is a decor piece from Dollar Tree that says Thankful. It's from their fall line. So I've had this in my stash. I talk about this quite often when I'm sharing hauls with you guys. I'm like, sometimes, especially if you're into crafting, then when you shop through Dollar Tree, you'll just kind of know what to pick out and kind of keep on hand for future use. But there are just some really great items that you might want to think ahead on because you may not see them again through Dollar Tree. So, but Dollar Tree does sell these little like blocks still, but just not this one in particular. As you can see, I'm taking some white paint, which I think is also from Dollar Tree, and then just covering up the top. I liked the checkered gingham. Again, it just kind of, I was thinking crumpets decor on this one as well. It took about 5 coats, and you definitely want to use a sponge brush with this. Dollar Tree also sells those, and it really doesn't take as many layers as you think, as long as you're adding a pretty thick coat every time. You're kind of like sponging it down really well. So, and then I just waited for it to dry. It took about an hour and a half, just because I was also busy with the other DIYs. And then once that was dry, I'll show you guys a bunch of different options that I considered with this. But first, we're still painting. But yeah, I could have reached for the pink, and instead I went with red again. So yeah, okay, here we go. So now I'm going to show you guys some options. So remember those love sticks in the red? Well, Dollar Tree also sells the same thing in pink. So I'm showing you guys an option to doing this with a 3D effect. You could definitely go with red as well. You could use the red versus the pink, and then I'm adding the hearts on the end just because I thought it needed to fill the space. But in the end, I decided I didn't want to do that. Again, because I wanted it to not be like a focal piece of decor. So I'm showing you guys other little items you can use as well. But in the end, I went with these. I went with the table scatter, but I also have these felt stickers, which you'll see me use in the last DIY. And then I decided that the table scatter red glitter hearts were just perfection. And I thought that it just complemented that checkered look. And then all I did was glue them down. Make sure that you are putting them down first, spacing them out where you want them before you commit to gluing it, because then you're probably gonna rip up your paint and then, you know, trying to move them again. So definitely Make sure that you space them out correctly, and then that's it. But I think that the reason why I went with the red glitter versus the flat red felt hearts, I just thought there was something extra special about the glitter that made this as pretty as I think that it is. So then in the end, I just showed you guys that I positioned this on the console table. I wanted you to see why I wanted to not put words on this, because I didn't want it to compete with the other banner. So anyways, probably one of my favorites. Honestly, it's between this one and the last DIY you're about to see, but tell me that red and checkered look just isn't so pretty. Honestly, it's just so hard to choose, but DIY number 6 just has my heart. I actually didn't know that I was gonna do this DIY. I just found this banner while I was digging through my craft supplies. Dollar Tree sells this banner in the party section. So as you can see, there's that label there at the top, and then here are those felt stickers. So I decided I was gonna do 4 as well. I think it's a pretty good number when thinking about a wreath, but all wreaths are also different sizes. So think about, if you are gonna hang this wreath style, how many you'll need to stretch across there. I think this would look stunning on a huge chalkboard. If I had a huge chalkboard, this is exactly what I would have done, but obviously I would have added more banners to that. I'm showing you guys the different options that you could use with hearts. I'm showing you all red, all pink, and then when I got to white, because honestly I thought this was going to be a red moment. I was sold on it. I was like, I'm going red. Then I saw the white and I said, no, this is it. I also wanted to show you guys this option too, because the packet sells the smaller little hearts and you can double layer them. So showing you the red option and then what it would look like with pink. But I just thought that the white on its own was just too beautiful. Now, what I just showed you there was how these are stickers. So if you pull the backing off, you see there that that first heart is a little bit too transparent. So I decided to double layer it. But when I hot glued the second one on top, I did not remove the sticker backing. I kept it as is. So you can see here that I learned my lesson here, and I didn't peel the sticker back, and I'm just gluing it down. It just looked nicer to have like a crisp, bright white heart there. And I did the same thing for all the other ones. Plus I decided to go back and actually double layer the second, third, and fourth banners as well. I double layered the first one because I made the mistake, and then I decided it was still a little too transparent, so I went back. So I did a total of 8 hearts across all of the, see there I am double layering it. And it's just so pretty. Now, if you're probably wondering how to feed the twine through, I don't know if you can tell, but there's little holes at the top that Dollar Tree leaves you. So I didn't get that on camera, but then I fed the twine through, which it comes with the twine on this one. And then I added the white ribbon. This white ribbon is also from Dollar Tree, and I added it between each banner. I didn't add any to the ends of the banner, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I thought less is more in this concept, so I just added 3 bows. And as you can see here, I'm just tying it to the gaps and then creating as small of a bow as possible, but obviously to your heart's content. You know, you can add all kinds of like ribbon and things here, but this white, you guys, it's so pretty. As you can see, I layered it again over the wreath, and my vote is probably for number 6, but it's so hard because I think all of these DIYs today are so pretty. Comment down below, let me know if you are gonna do DIYs from this video, which one do you think that you'll do for yourself, and vote and let me know which one's your favorite. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's gonna be another Valentine's DIYs from Dollar Tree coming soon as well. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell before you leave, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.